All right, not a fan of having only 2 lands, but we have some ramp and a way of catching up. So I think we're gonna keep it. I think there's all we need. If we hit 1 land, we're doing pretty good because then we can follow our curve, right? We go 2 to 6, which sets us up for success. All right, let's see if they got the cut down. No cut down, so we dodged the bullet there. Seems decent. All right, probably gonna wake in the woods regardless, but I really would like to see a land. All right, or do we augur? Guaranteed land versus maybe land. I'm gonna augur. And all right, fair. Interesting. So they had to pause and then pull the trigger on it. So we get 2 looks at the top of our deck, which is kind of nice. Okay, let's go this way. Land maybe. Grab a forest. And no dice. Okay. Next turn, we'll awaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not quite enough for Stomper to start attacking. Take the 3 to gain 3. Let's see, opponent. What you got for me? Enchanted creature is toxic, and does it go back in your hand? Enchanted creature dies, return it to the battlefield. Okay, respect. Respect. No dice. So, yep. Just do the ramp thing. Oops, that's not what we wanted to do. Let's ramp here. It still can't attack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And sure. So gonna play the Titan to kill the Communion. I think we're gonna swing in with the Rex first, get that going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we get a land off the top? That is the question. So they're obviously leaving up protection. No blocks. Nothing we could really do here. All right, nice. Nice. All right. So wait a minute. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, guys. I think we just have to go for Nissa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we just have to go for Nissa. I don't think Titan... Well, wait. If we Titan here, we could blow this up. And then... blow this up. And then gain some life. Or make another 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have stand to protect. We can go here... right? And then they just block and do their thing. Yeah, I think we just Nissa for 5. Or not Nissa, but, you know. Wait. So we actually could... I didn't think about that. I mean, not that we could do it now, but I didn't think about that, right? Because this enchant creature dies. So the Flesh Gorger will have to go to the graveyard. And before it bounces back, we can get it with the Scrap Gorger. So that's good to know. So maybe we just do that. Take the 3, kill the Flesh Gorger, right? And then we can just eat it with the Scrap Gorger. That may be what we do, actually. So let's see. We have 4. We have 11. That's plus 11, 11, right? And we can go 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I actually think we just swing. I think we actually just play. I think it's, yeah, I think it's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is 7. So we're going to have 5, 6, 7 attackers. They have 1 removal spell. So we're going to have 6 attackers to get a plus 11. I think we got it. I think we're good. Which was very close. Man, this is a nail biter. This was a nail biter for sure. Yep. No blocks. I think that's our only chance. And the good news is we'll have Tyvar stand to protect whatever creature they go to kill. Let's see if they pull the trigger on some removal here. I feel like... Oh, they tapped out. They tapped out. Wish we had another... Yeah, I think we're good, right? We could play this, but why bother? So hold on. They could block... They're at... Hold on. So... We're gonna 4, 5, 6, 7. So we attack with 5. We attack with 7 things. They all get a plus 11, 11. So 5 things. That's like 60 something. Okay, yeah, we're good. This is bigger. I don't think that makes a difference though. So let's just tap for green, eat the Flesh Gorger. And then tap for Nissa at full price. And then minus Nissa. And then swing. And I believe that should still do it. I believe that's enough. Woo. Oh man, that was a close one. I'm not gonna lie. But I guess 2 ships passing in the night will get it done, man. Holy cow. I'm definitely glad we identified the route because we had all of our options here, but our opponent didn't play removal. But yeah, we definitely could have done that. Play the Titan, not tapping the Scrap Gorger. When the Flesh Gorger dies, in response to the trigger to bring it back from the graveyard, eat it with the Gorger. So, wow. So despite things not being perfectly aligned, it worked out pretty well. God, that's crazy. Nissa's got some sticking power, my friends. Nissa's got some sticking power. Okay, cool, yeah. I don't even know why I did the math at that point. Oh, that was gross. That was gross. Greetings, my fellow knights and Puntawans. Welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I, Jedi, struggle more to play Magic, so hopefully you don't have to. If ramping into some sweet, sweet haymakers is your jam, my friends, you may have come to the right place, because that's exactly what's on the menu for today. We are visiting Mono Green Ramp. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on into it. We are playing 3 Tail Swipes. I like this card because it is instant speed removal, which is very important as far as timing goes. I like the instant speed aspect. And then the fact that if we do it at sorcerer speed, it gives us a +1/+1, allowing our creatures to essentially punch above their weight class. We're trying out Green Sun's Twilight, which is a card that appeals to me. It is an X green sorcery. Reveal the top X+1 cards of your library. Choose a creature card and or a land card from among them. Put those cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If X is 5 or more, instead put the chosen cards onto the battlefield or into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So the sweet part here is the fact that it allows us to it does a decent impression of like a summoning trap, or what was it? Summon the Elders or something like that? It was not the Kaldheim set. The other, oh my gosh, it escapes me now. Was it? Well, it was when we revisited Khans, right? Did we revisit Khans? We did, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? It has the giant in the snow with the horns or whatever. And then if you have yeah, I think it just lets you draw 2. And if you have Ferocity, or Ferocious, where it's a creature of 4 power or more, you put in... Anyways, I digress. Sorry, tangent, but hey, it is what it is. Back when I used to stream, I used to go on tangents all the time. It was absolutely hilarious. But I like this card because it allows us to essentially potentially choose what version of our top end we prefer, and also allows us to dig deep in those kind of situations where these ramp decks sometimes don't have the best card draw. This allows us to do that. And if we're in a pinch, we can play it lower in the curve where we at least get to draw that top end creature as well as get a land to reach it. The cool thing too as well is that once again we could play this for 6, right, where X is 5, and it will still allow us to play our 5 or our 7 drops, which is extremely important. So I like this card. We're playing 3 Tyvar Stand because nothing feels worse than playing your Mana Dork and having it killed right away, or worse yet, playing your Bomb and the opponent kills it right away. So we are running Tyvar Stand, which I think scales very well because of the fact that it has the pump effect aspect to it. So it allows us to not only protect our creature, but sometimes even update or upgrade our creature with all the spare mana that we have. So I like that. I want to be a more interactive ramp deck, which is why you are going to be seeing more interaction. We're running Armored Scrap Gorger full playset. This card is great. It's a 2 mana ramp spell, as well as a way to eat our opponent's graveyard, which is sometimes relevant, and then later in the game can even swing in for 3. 2 bite downs, because once again, I value instant speed, and I do like the fact that this can hit planeswalkers, and more importantly, it is a punch, I believe is what they call it, where the creature simply deals its damage to the opponent or the opposing creature. It does not have to fight it and get the damage back. It allows us to get away with fighting like death touch creatures and things like that, which is very powerful. So I like that. Or even creatures of equal power. We're not worried about trading. 4 Loam Speakers, same thing. Great card, has applications early in the form of a 2 mana ramp spell. It could block all those pesky 1/1 toxic creatures that are running around, and then later in the game we can turn our lands into creatures and beat down. Awaken the Woods. This is a very potent card because for X green green we get to put X green Dryads into play. The important thing about these Dryads is that they count as forest, which will synergize with Nissa, which we'll get to in a minute, and it allows us to exponentially ramp. Typically, we're going to be playing this on turn 3 for 4 mana because we have a Mana Dork on 2 to ramp us to 6, potentially 7 mana on turn 4. Very powerful card. Very powerful card. You'll see here in a minute. 2 Augur of Autumns, because this is a way for us to turn our mana into ramp, or to card draw, right? We could play this. We have various powers from 0 to 1s to 4s to 2s. So activating Coven is not unheard of with this card, and allows us to take that extra mana and not only ensure that we hit our land drops, but also play creatures off the top of our deck. Very powerful card. I think you can probably tweak the numbers as well as whether you want 2 or 3, but I really do like her. I think she's great. She's not too bad early to make sure we hit our land drops, but she's very powerful late, being able to play those lands so we're drawing actual gas, or even play gas off the top of our deck. Full play set of Stompers, because once again we want our tail swipes and our bite downs to have good targets to beat down, and allows us to make use of Stomper until it comes online with our 7th land. And of course it is also ramp. I could easily see any kind of adjustment. You guys could check that out in the after actions review at the end of the video, but I could easily see the numbers floating between Augur of Autumn, Stomper, and Awaken the Woods, just to kind of hit what you feel like. And now comes the sweet spot, guys, our payoffs, the reason why we're ramping. 3 Titan of Industries. This card's great. It does all the things. Enchantments are very prominent in this format, so I think it's a very powerful card, and mono red is still around, so the gain 5 life, very important. We're trying out the new Tyrannix Rex. This card is a beatdown. It is an 8/8 for 4 triple green. This spell can't be countered, trample, ward 4, haste, and toxic 4. This card is great. It does it all. It has ward 4, which makes it, because we're ramping, makes it pretty much hexproof against the opponent. Trample means it can't be chump blocked. Haste means it gets in there right away and can turn the corner very quickly. And then finally, Toxic 4 means that if we are going up against a life gain deck, we still have the opportunity of killing the opponent in 3 hits one way or another. We're not really synergizing with a lot of poison or proliferate in this list, so it is going to have to take 3 hits, but hey, we can always draw more than 1. And then finally, Nissa Ascendant Animist. We've already seen this card in some of my videos, so I won't go too much into it, but there's 2 primary modes of gameplay we're looking at with Nissa. First off, I like the fact that I mentioned earlier that sometimes our ramp is a little awkward. Well, Nissa being able to play her at 4 or 5, 6, and 7 cost is really sweet, because it allows us to clean up our curve and play very smoothly, which I think is extremely powerful. The other side to that is the fact that we can ramp her out and start adding to our board, plusing her to make a bunch of big guys. But the real reason she's in the deck is our finisher, and I mean big time. When we use Awaken the Woods, remember we are adding Forest to the battlefield, which means when we could play Nissa, there is a chance that we could play her, -7 her immediately, and give our board +6/+6, +8/8, +12/12. She is an absolute house and a fantastic addition to this list with Awaken the Woods. So because of Nissa, that is why we are running 19 Forest. Though I do find that sometimes we still get stuck with just 4 sitting in play. So I still wanted to diversify our mana base a little bit at the cost of Nissa's ultimate. And added 1 Boseiju, 2 Hunter's Maze, because I like the ability to card draw. We could play the cards off of Autumn and then draw with them. And then finally, 2 Mishra's Foundries as just additional sticking power against board wipes. So that is the list, my friends. But before we get into the gameplay, I want to give a big shout out to Artem P. Artem, thank you so much, my friend, for supporting me and the channel. I really do appreciate it. You rock. And I really hope you enjoy this mono green ramp list because it is for you, my friend. Okay, this seems reasonable on the draw, so they have a chance of killing our Loam Speaker, but we get to go tap land, Loam Speaker into Awaken the Woods. Seems decent. Like, if our opponent doesn't interact with us, this is a decent hand. If they do interact with us, it gets slightly less great, but we're going to run with it. But yeah, it's pretty much our curve. That's the one thing about these ramp decks, though, that's always a little awkward, is that, like, I really want to put 6 drops in the deck, because the natural curve gets you to 6 versus 7, but I mean all the powerful plays are at 7, and maybe that's why Wizards designed it that way, right? Because initially in this list I did run, and that's why I kind of like Nissa, right? Because Nissa can play 5, 6, 7, so she can kind of fill that gap a little bit. Because initially I started with Huntmaster in this list because I was running the Piper in like a Simic list, and I just felt like, I don't know, I want to try mono green, right? Slowly I started to pull non-forest out of the deck, and then Nissa kind of made an appearance. So mono white is going to be a little interesting, if that's what we're looking at here. I think control may be in a good spot against us, just because they just got to leave up. Okay. Let's go ahead and play as many forest as we can, so we at least get to ramp a little bit. So the question is, what are we going to blow up with Titan, right? Because we already know we're at least going to blow up the Hive, at least. There's Bank Buster. You missed your land drop. I will take that. Oof, I will take that. Let's go ahead and ramp 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So card draw or the Hive is the question. Big Buster is going to take 2. They can attack here. They didn't. That's interesting. All right, well, yep, we're just going to do this. Blow up Hive, and their effects are all exile, so I think we're just going to make a 4/4. We'll let them draw, because it does take up 2 of their mana to do that every turn, versus Hive is for free. It does deal damage to them, which may be relevant. But I don't know. I don't want them to, like, play a Mondrak. They left up March, maybe? Okay. So, I mean, we're applying a decent amount of pressure to them here, right? Trying to think if we keep the bite down for the Paragon. Definitely not going to attack. This is representing, this puts us in an awkward spot, right? Because this represents both Emperor and card draw, which is a little awkward. So let's see, we can, I hate this, it always throws me off. So let's go here. It always throws me off because I'm always afraid that I'm going to play the land that's tapped, or the Summoning Sick land. So then we can attack with, they don't have enough to crew. Oh, I guess they do. Would that be so bad if they minus? Yeah, maybe we don't attack, because they can -2 crew, and then they kill one of our lands, and we're planning on drawing anyways. But I don't know. Probably should play Foundry. I think we probably should play Foundry here. It stinks because if this is not an Emperor, we're missing out on a ton of damage. But I think getting our Titan blown out of the water is probably not correct, right? They can't block, so we at least get in for 7 if they just draw a card, which is reasonable. Yeah, maybe that should have been reason to kill the Bank Buster. All right, let's go Foundry. All right, go to combat, and we're going to protect. I'm going to play around it. I'm going to play around it and attack this way. We have plenty of lands. If they end up killing, who knows? Maybe we actually, no, there wouldn't be a window for it. Okay, so they're just gonna draw. Fair enough. Nope, there's the Emperor. So now, oh, we're good. Never mind, we're good. If they crew up the Bank Buster, yeah, we're good. If they crew up the Bank Buster, we have the bite down to kill the Bank Buster. So they kill the 4/4. Okay. Very interesting.
You are not much of a roadblock.
All right. We're gonna wait to draw on the end of their turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Think that was okay. It's always difficult. All right, we're definitely killing Mondrak. Definitely killing Mondrak. So let's let them minus, and then I believe. Oh wait.
Try not to miss me.
Yeah, they don't have the mana to sack anything. And now they're tapped out so we can swing. Okay, this feels good to me. Feels good. So they only get one dude. We still get to draw.
We must protect the people.
They can crew up the Bank Buster to kill our 4/4. We don't get to kill the... Alright. Sweet. Alright, we're going first. We're going first. We have Stomper and Tail Swipe, which is nice. We're gonna keep this one. It is risque. It is risque. A Swamp leaving up Cut Down kind of wrecks our day. Okay. It's not a land. No counter on Rustvine Cultivator. Remove and untap target land. Interesting opponent. So maybe a oh, thank you, deck. Guaranteed Stomper or Autumn? We still hit our land drop, but we don't ramp, right? You can also, yeah, I think we just go for the guaranteed. I think we go for the guaranteed land first. We're gonna put an oil counter. That is okay. This is, oh, that's right. This is instant speed. Oh, that's so sick. So sick. Do we kill this so we don't get rocked by an Obliterator? Yeah, I think we just don't want to get rocked by an Obliterator. I'm a little worried about that. Maybe that's wrong. But, I mean, Golgari right now does scare me a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Glissa. All right, thank goodness for a punch. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh my gosh, I feel bad for the opponent. This is like really nice for us. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Okay. So let's go here, see if we hit a land off the top. We do. Thank you, deck. Aw, one too many. And this is a punch, right? Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power. All right. Let's do this. Sorry, opponent. You do not get to have fun. And we'll wait to eat something. All right. We get to hit him with the old T-Rex. Let's see. Do they have the Obliterator? Go for the throat. No! Bummer. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Man, I feel like this is going to be an early concession. I think our T-Rex is going to do its thing, and our opponent's going to be like, I'm good. T-Rex comes down. Now, granted, this is 8 damage, so we're going to have to lose everything. If they play Obliterator, we're just going to jam. Like, that's all there is to it. 1 card left in hand. They gain some light. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, opponent. I am so sorry. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, that's gross. That is gross. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, that's gross. That was gross. All right. Opponent's going first. We have plenty of 2-drops that we can sacrifice to the removal gods. So let's keep this one. See where it takes us, my friends. All right. hitting our lands are not bad. Probably gonna leave off the loam speakers first. Green white tokens, maybe. All right, so they have a pause on 1. So is it March or is it Tyvar's stand? Right? We at least get to go. We get to do some serious ramping here, which I like that. Right? Okay. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we could start Nissing next turn. Sounds good, man. Nissa turn 4. I like it. Yeah. Nissa plus and then play a 4. We probably, because of that, should have just played Forest. Not worried about the Foundry, honestly. Let's see if that comes back to haunt us. I think we could race this. I really do. Green, white, they're going to have to... Does ossification... Oh, maybe we're dead. All right, and then they do something else that triggers them, and then we die. All right, all right. Hey, it's a thing. We do have some interaction. Trigger, trigger. Yeah, yeah. Respect, respect. All right, so we go up to 5. Fortunately, so I should have started with the Scrap Gorger, but we didn't see what they played, right? I don't think so. Yeah, I think I should have thought about that. All right, 5. We have 2 blocks. Audacity. Yep, that seems pretty good. We might just be dead here. So we're forced to block, right? If not, we just die. Wow. That was fantastic. Holy shnikes. Yep. Because then they just play one more spell and we die, so they got us. Holy cow. That was sick. Yeah, so we were pretty much dead. Let's see what we draw, but I think they got us. Good game. That was ridiculous. Wow, that deck is... That's nuts. All right, we're going first. I really wish this Tyvar stand was a land. If that was the case, everything would be hunky-dory. That being said, I don't think it's bad enough, especially with us going first. I don't want to go down a card when we kind of have our game plan. We have 2 lands to play Scrap Gorger, and then we could potentially draw land and do this for 2. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. It's very much a middle. All right. Man, is it tokens day today? Holy cow, we're going up against a lot of tokens. Excellent. Ooh, we may be able to pull this off, my friends. We may be able to pull... never mind. I thought it was tokens. It's Rot Priest. We're probably dead. It was nice knowing you. It was nice knowing you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. We're just gonna die. They played a second. Oh. 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 I really want to T-Rex them, but I think the only way we race this, because we're dead, right? We're just dead here. They have 2 Rot Priests naturally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can do this for 5, and then that's going to give us 4, 5, 6, 11. Yeah. Yep, I think that's the only way we race, or we win this race. The only way. All right, they either kill us or they don't. Okay. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it's plus 11. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5 things with plus 11. All right. Surveil doesn't kill us, thankfully. All right. I mean, do or die time, I guess. Let's eat. Doesn't really matter. I don't know if we're dead or not. I guess we'll find out here. This is too funny. I mean, they have 2 spells in hand, right? They literally have 2 spells in hand and they have 2 rot priests. So we're very easily dead. Very easily dead. Target creature you control gets hexproof. Yeah, so we can't hexproof their rot priest, unfortunately. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I thought we were so dead. I thought we were so dead. Unfortunately, that does not work for us. We're gonna ship this. Okay, a little bit better. We'll keep this and let's send back the stand. Man, at some point we're bound to draw our 2 drops, right? All right, so we'll go Stomper into Augur, I think, or maybe we just go Stomper. All right, so probably can expect a board wipe from the other side. Seems legit. 4, 5, 6. All right, so token strategy. Let's play our tap land, play another Stomper, and then that way we're able to run out the old Tyranics next turn, right? 6, 7, we get to attack. It seems like a pretty solid swing. Pretty good, pretty good. Ooh. We just kill them? Hold on, this is +6. So this is 20, right? +6, 20, 20. Nah, let's go this way. We came here to T-Rex him. We'll just hit him with the old Nissa next turn. All right, all right. Let's see if it plays off. I mean, they could go very wide on us right now. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, my friends. Let's see. Next turn, we just play Nissa. And then may or may not see the concession. Pitching another Jenny Faye. Wandering Emperor is going to kill nothing. Because of the Ward 4.
You're just underwhelming.
Hopefully they don't concede here. I mean, I can't really fault them. They plus, that's fine. Yep.
I have got new moves to teach you.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, gosh darn it. Going first with no 2-drop. Going first with no 2-drop. I'm gonna keep it. We get to go tap, tap, Autumn. Right? And then they kill Autumn, and then we can awaken the woods to put us up to 6. Seems decent, if not risky. Right? They play Swamp, they leave up Cut Down. Alright, that bodes okay for us, right? That bodes okay for us. Let's see. It's not the worst. Not the worst. We can kind of overpower that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we get untapped land off the top. We do. Nice. Thank you, deck. All right. Let's go here. Do this. And no attack, so we have a block. Maybe that's wrong, right? But we're gonna get rid of this, make a 4/4. I don't really know how their removal works, so I think we just have to make a 4/4 and blow up the hive. I think if they have removal, it's gonna be exile effects, right? Seems pretty solid. All right. Land. Wish we were able to kill Mondrak here, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. So here and here. Would have been a really good spot. Unfortunately, now they have the ability to sack tokens. So tail swipe. Is there any way we could have played around that? No. Alright. It's good rousing. Good rousing. We don't have a blink effect. We are able to play everything off the top of our deck, though. So this is going to make enough to activate that, which is pretty busted. Man, and we had the kill. 1 mana too shy. Unfortunate. Okay, so... it's still going to give you enough, right? Yep. Just enough. Yep. Good game. Oh, get wrecked, Jedi. Oh my goodness. Nice curve out. We did our thing too. Their thing was just better than our thing, unfortunately. Let's see. So these automatically. So I guess if we don't want to die, we have to block here. Right? Or does it still kill us because of the double strike? Yep. Well, my fellow knights, that is the deck. Man, it's not as linear as it seems because of our top end. I know the way the games play out, it felt like we just awaken the woods into Nissa and slam, which is very much one of our game plans, right? But you saw that one game where we had to change gears. You saw the right where we were gonna go T-Rex and switch. Like, I don't know. I like the diversification. We kind of do feel like we're playing the same game plan, but I think it kind of changes based on the way the interaction goes. And it was small sample size, but the fact that we have a way to be proactive, we unfortunately didn't get Green Sun's Twilight going. I only have 2 of them. If I had more, I would definitely try it. We may revisit this in a different kind of list and whatnot, but. And like I did talk about, I did play around with having Huntmaster in here to capitalize on Green Sun's Twilight, but, you know, it is what it is. But, I mean, all top ends are great. This is fantastic. Nissa with Awaken the Woods is absolutely preposterous. I almost feel like maybe it should be drop a Stomper, go up and Awaken the Woods, because that combo is just absolutely nuts. You guys saw it. It straight up stole games. So this is fun. I like it. I like it quite a bit. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I'm still very happy with these sphere lands. I think they're quite interesting, to be honest with you. I like them. There is a cost of opportunity, but overall, not bad. Augur of Autumn did some work. It's not 100 completely busted. I don't think games are going to go long enough for us to really capitalize on the Coven aspect of it, but you saw that one game where it did allow us to play a Titan of Industry off the top if we so choose. So, very powerful. Yeah, I like the list. It felt good. It felt good. I liked it a little bit better than the Simic list I was running, but we are going to revisit the Simic list. But thing is, people kept killing our Piper was the issue. It really was. There were some busted games where I got to play Huntmaster and then untap and then play T-Rex, which was absolutely amazing. But once again, it was few and far between, right? That was the exception versus the rule. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That will do it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you made it this far in the video, please do consider dropping a like and a sub. Really would appreciate it. But until next time, as always, happy gaming.